Hello, my name is Paul Ling, and today I'm going to take you through a brief instructional video on how to use Adobe Premiere's Chroma Key effectively and practically. So I already got a clip laid out here as well as a background picture, so we don't have to mess with that too much. And we'll just go ahead and take the Chroma Key out of the keying folder in the effects panel. And what we'll do is just drop it right in here. And opening it up, you can see there are a couple different little tools within the Chroma Key effect. The first thing I'll probably catch your eye is the eyedropper tool, which if you have worked with Photoshop, you probably know pretty well. It'll basically take the color of any visual spot you click to, and in this case, it'll use that color to chroma out. And probably the most important tool you'll use is the similarity tool, which is the main thing to take out all the green or whatever color you decide to use. And then right under it is the blend tool, which is basically a refinement of the keying process, smoothing things out and making it a bit more nice to look at. And right under it are a couple other tools. The similarity and blend and color are probably the most important, but threshold and cutoff do just a little bit of more refinement to your image as well as smoothing. And if you're ever in the mood for something a little crazy or fun, there's the mask only tool, which actually uses the Chroma Key and it's basically a reverse matte kind of thing, showing the silhouette. But moving on, I wanted to address a common problem that happens with a lot of green screening, which is these shadows here. A lot of the time, if you don't have the exact right equipment, or maybe a light was accidentally placed wrong, you'll get these ugly little shadows that will give you some trouble with the keying effect. Now, the shadows aren't too prominent in this image here, but to demonstrate, I will go ahead and key the darkest spot of the Chroma Key image, and as you can see, it starts to key out well, but then at the last part it starts cutting out the guitar, and similar problems can present itself with different shots and everything. So there are a lot of ways to take care of this problem within Adobe Premiere, but to maximize the effect of Chroma Key, we can go ahead and put an additional Chroma Key on that, and basically you can take two different shades of the green screen that you're working with, and using similarity and blend on both of the shades, it can help you get rid of that key, cut out your person even between the shades, and leave something really clean and nice like this. Now that we've learned all the tools within Chroma Key and also a little trick to deal with the shading, I wanted to go ahead and show you how other certain effects work in addition to the Chroma Key effect. And to show that, I'm basically going to try and blend this guy in with his background a little better. As you can see right now, he looks kind of like one of those really cheesy commercials on daytime television. But what I'm going to do is basically take a couple effects here, and I'm going to use brightness and contrast and color balance. Now, the main thing to keep in mind here is that when you use additional effects like this on top of Chroma Key, you always want Chroma Key before any of them in your little panel here. That's basically showing that Chroma Key takes priority over the other effects. I'll just move color balance up to the top just to demonstrate. So if you have color balance on top of everything. The Chroma Key will basically recognize and try to chroma out the new colors within, and as you can see, it has some really weird, not helpful effects at all to your image. So, okay, after showing that, let's go ahead and try and blend this guy a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on this for time's sake, but we'll definitely make him a little better here. So let's see, let's take a little brightness down because he's kind of in a nighttime area. Add a little more contrast to this guy. So yeah, he's super dark right now, like that. And then to finish it off, we got this kind of yellowish light in the background, so let's make him a bit of a yellowish hue. Let's see here. Yeah, something like that. As you can see, there's a bit of a change to it, but the more you work with it and the more different effects, of course, brightness and contrast and color balance, those are not the only two ways to blend your image, but this is just an example to show that after chroma keying, you definitely want to adjust the image more to match whatever background you have, because usually it's not going to be perfect right off the bat. And so we're just about through here, and this is our nighttime guitar playing guy. Now, a couple things before I let you guys go. I wanted to give you some tips about shooting for green screen. Is that as much as you can do in the actual production process, that'll help you a lot in the post-production process. I mean, Adobe Premiere Pro is good, but it cannot work miracles. If you shoot someone with a really wrinkly green fabric hanging down with not much lighting at all, you're not going to get the image you want to get. So a couple things to keep in mind to help you with that process is, like I said, definitely keep the fabric smooth, or you could have a painted wall like me. But of course that's not always practical, so always have smooth surfaces behind you for the green screen, as well as keep really close mind to where you position your lighting. You want a lot of it, but you also want to know where to put it, and make sure you cast as little shadow as possible on the person you're shooting. And one other thing is that you would want to keep in mind reflective surfaces like this base can cause some trouble and even reflect some of the green, which will make it harder to chroma key your image as a whole. But other than that, this is a pretty simplistic process. As you can see, there isn't too much to the chroma key, but you can get a nice clean image out of it, and it should help you to produce a lot of good, wonderful videos. So thank you for joining me in this brief instructional video on how to use Chroma Key in Adobe Premiere. And until next time, I'm Paul Ling, and I hope to see you again.